What's up, everyone? Let's look at the price of Bitcoin, and well, I must say that nothing happened basically during the recent few days. We are continuing to go within very narrow range. If you look at the shorter time frame, then basically it's very low volatility here. Apparently the price is under the preparation process before the moving one way or another, and basically there is no way to say right now where it will move. So I would say it's a no trade zone at the moment. So let's see how Bitcoin will behave in the next few days, especially that at the weekend period the trading activity is low. Also we have a gap on CME futures at 7,220, so I wouldn't be surprised if the price will go above this level before going down, or actually will go above and not go down at all in order to fill this gap. You know, those gaps are pretty much memes, but still people look at those. Also, if we'll compare this situation with the one which happened previously with a major pump, apparently we are far from being here. We have too long consolidation after that. So technically you may compare this situation, this accumulation squeeze down and the squeeze to the upside with this one. So it's pretty much the same with the price moving down and then massive move to the upside and then a consolidation in this area. So technically pretty much similar to what happened before, although the time scale of course and the amplitude is very different. But after that, after such a pump and correction of this pump, we went much lower. So one may expect this thing to evolve in the same way. However, again, it's very visible, so maybe the market will go against this expectation. So again, I would say just it's better to avoid any decisions right now, because basically it's gambling 50-50 situation. The one thing which I was going to point out today is Fisher transform. You know, we were having the signals from this indicator for the price going down and up during this correction on a daily time frame in a pretty reliable manner. Like when we have the bearish crossover, the price went down. After that, when we had the bullish crossover, price went up, and so on and so forth. So although we had this bullish divergence over here, so you see the price went down with the lows, but the indicator went up with the lows. So yeah, this is a bullish divergence, but we already had this pump. Although the divergence is pretty huge, so we might not have enough of this rise to cover this divergence. However, the one thing which I was going to mention is that right now we kind of having some sort of a rounding of this area, meaning that very soon it might be happening that we'll see this kind of a situation or this, and every time when we had that on a daily time frame, as I said, we had the drop after that. Moreover, if we'll continue to move up in the price, then the Fisher transform also will go higher, meaning that we will probably have the bearish divergence. So the highs will go lower on the price and the highs on the indicator will go higher. In the case of this bearish divergence, again, this would be the situation of the price most likely will tank after that. But again, we need some confirmations. We need a few more days, maybe a couple of weeks even, as we had here, to see the price evolution and how it will behave, how it will evolve later. Apart of the general situation with the price, I want to update the prediction from PlanB, which is the person behind the stock to flow ratio for Bitcoin. You see his model predicted Bitcoin price evolution through the whole history with a very nice accuracy. Of course, there are some deviations, but in general, it's pretty nice. So apart of that, he also pointed out like a few months ago that in December we probably will see some rise in the price because of the correlation between the price of Bitcoin and the difficulty of mining at the bottom of this difficulty. And yeah, from this picture, it's really plausible that we should go to the upside. However, one should take into account that this model does not predict price at any moment of time, does not predict all-time highs and all-time lows, and at the same time it just predicts what level BTC price will oscillate around. And yeah, now we are below the certain level of the model predicting the price, but it just means that we'll stay there or maybe even lower for a while, but then we'll eventually return, basically meaning that we are in the oversold area. I think according to the prediction the price on December 17th should be $8,500, but it was like $6,600. So yeah, we are oversold long term. But again, it doesn't mean that we can't go lower. It just means that eventually at some point we will go higher. Of course, again, the model could be wrong, and after this cycle it could be completely off. There is no guarantee for the opposite thing, but still, so far we have a chance for this to be working fine within the next like few months, until the next halving at least. So I'll keep you guys updated, but for today this is pretty much it. Again, this is weekend. Let's see what will happen on Monday and whether we'll see a huge move or we'll start to crawl like this, or something really unexpected will happen. But at least we'll see some price moves and can use it for our future expectations. Alright guys, I hope that it was somehow useful, and thank you for watching.